This is Carl at National RV Detroit. I'm going to walk you through this 2023 Forest River Salem FSX model 161 QK. We'll look at some of the features here. This is not a floor plan video, it's a how-to video. So we just have a regular crank down scissor type stabilizers on it. Okay, you have a power awning with LED strip. That's just power out. Furnace vent. This little hook up here, this is in case you wanted to add a solar battery charger to it. It's a kit. It's made by Go Power, so that's what this is. If you wanted to do that, you could plug it in right there. Okay. Okay. We have a griddle here, of course. Now this hose here is a quick connect LP line, and it connects right down here to this quick connect fitting. So before you use the griddle, obviously you have to plug it in. A 20-pound LP tank full. 2 deep cycle marine batteries wired together at 12 volt output. It just doubles the storage capacity, still puts 12 volts out. And there's the kill switch for it right there. Okay. This is your crank for your stabilizer. That's your dump hose right there. And a reducer for your 30 amp plug to reduce it down to a 20 if you need to. Okay, so this is just an outside shower / sprayer. This is your power cord, obviously, 30 feet long and 30 amp. Okay. Your city water connection is right here. That's the most common way to get water to the trailer. Okay. If you don't have any city water at the campsite, if you're boondocking or wherever you're at, and you don't have city water, you can pre-fill the fresh water tank right here. So once you pre-fill that, you can use the onboard pump to pump the water. So I'll show you the switch when we get inside. The bottom line is, if you don't have city water and you pre-fill that tank, all the plumbing will still work as though you have city water. So it's a really good option, of course. Also, these are your dump valves here. We still haven't cleaned your trailer, so it's sturdy, but we're getting there. So right here, this is your gray tank, and that's your black tank valve there. Gray tank and black tank valves. Black is toilet water and waste, right? So after you dump your black tank, if you leave the valve open, you can hook the hose at the dump station to this, right? And that's the black tank flush, and you can turn it on and spray out the inside of your black tank and clean it out, which is a really good feature. Okay, this is your water heater here. So the switch is inside to control it. It runs on gas, so you can operate the switch from inside. Now this is where you drain it from right here. This is an 1 1/16" 6-point socket right here. Okay. Right now, I'm not sure. It's still in bypass mode. So keep in mind that you have to set the valves in the correct position because it's winterized. So it'll be when you get it, this plug will be out, and the water heater will be empty. There'll be no water in it. So the bottom line is, before you use it in the springtime or in the summer, whenever you first use it, make sure that you put the valves, the bypass valves, in the correct position on the back, and make sure you fill it with water before you turn it on. Okay, that's important, obviously. It will be bypassed and empty when you pick it up. This is just campground cable through. Okay, this housing here tells us this is pre-wired for a Furrion backup camera. So if you want to get one, we sell them here. You can get them elsewhere. The main thing is get the one that fits right into that housing. It comes in a kit. You have a little monitor that you take in your tow vehicle with you, and you can see what's happening behind you. That's made by Furrion. Okay. Also, while we're looking up, keep in mind the manufacturer states you should inspect your roof every 60 days. So you want to look up there, make sure there's no cracking or separation when it comes to the sealant. No place for water to get in. You also want to check all the roofing materials and roofing attachments for damage from, let's say, low branches or road debris flying up there, anything like that. So make sure inspecting your roof should be part of your regular maintenance. It's important. You just want to stay ahead of things in case something goes wrong. Odds are you could go up there for years and not have to do anything. You just don't know, so that's why you want to inspect it. This is just a pass-through, or pass-in, I guess, underneath the bed, okay, storage, so you can access it from underneath the bed or from that compartment. Alrighty. So, like I said, we're still prepping here. So, pre-wired for solar. That's what that sticker's telling us. This is your awning, your power awning switch there. Awning lights. Never leave the awning out unattended. If you're not going to be at the campsite, roll it in. This is your water pump here, right? This is the water heater there. The fault light is up there. Okay. To check your battery, right there, it's charged. Fresh water is empty. Black is empty. Gray is empty. They graduate up in 1/3 increments. So once you get past 2/3, you got to start thinking about dumping the gray in the black tank. Okay, your table here. You can pull the metal piece off the bottom here, and you can set the tabletop onto the cleats here and use it as a bed. So you got some cushions to fill in the space, so that makes a bed. This is your range hood vent right here. Keep in mind you got a fan, you got light. Okay. Yeah, also have a light on there, but to light this, I'm not sure he's got the gas on here, so let's see. You go to high, and then you depress it, basically. Oh, it's running already. Whoops. I'm sorry. I'm waiting for it to light. And then there's that one. So it's very simple. This device down here is your power converter. So this converts AC to DC power when you're plugged in. It also will detect what type of batteries you have automatically. So as long as you're plugged into shore power, like we are now, there'll be 110 AC at these circuit breakers. These are 110 AC circuit breakers, just like you'd have at home, and they're labeled. Okay. Then the power is converted to 12 volt DC on this side. So you got 12 volt fuses here, which are labeled. All right. If any of these were to pop, they'll actually, you can see them glowing through this tinted plastic here. Okay. Now this is also a battery tender, so it'll, as long as you're plugged in, it's going to sense how much energy your batteries up front need and have, and it'll always keep them charged up. It'll send as many amps as necessary to keep them charged. So when you're pulling down the road, your tow vehicle's alternator will charge the batteries, and then when you're plugged in to shore power, this will charge the batteries. So, okay, power converter. Now this is your carbon monoxide LP gas detector here. You see one light says CO, the other one says LP. So it's a carbon monoxide and LP detector. If it goes off, shut the appliances off, take everybody outside, leave the door open, shut the gas off at the front, and figure out what's going on, okay? It should always be green. If it's not green, then get it serviced, okay? It's obviously very important. This is your furnace here. The thermostat for your furnace is up here. For your furnace and your air conditioner, you just hit the mode button and go through all the different options, okay? Back to off. So basically, first it'll say fan. The fan is just the air conditioner running without the compressor. It just circulates air. Then it'll go to cool, which is air conditioning. If it gives you a fan speed option, always choose auto. That's the best way to go. And then the next you push it again, it will go to furnace, which is your LP furnace. Push it again, and it's off. Okay. This is a 12 volt DC refrigerator right here. So runs on 12 volts. Okay. Alrighty. Well, let me look to make sure I didn't walk past anything here. This is obviously a microwave. Works like any other microwave. Okay, you have a Bluetooth speaker here. And in this packet here, all your literature, of course. Alright, so now. Sink and shower work like any other sink and shower, okay? Keep in mind this is a GFCI here. All the plugs in the trailer are wired to a GFCI, even the one on the outside. So if you're using something outside and it pops, you're going to reset it in here. The toilet is an RV toilet, so it fits or sits right above the black tank. There's a flush pedal right here if you can see it. That's antifreeze coming out because it's winterized. So you can't use it dry. Dry meaning the black tank empty. So when you pull into the campground, you hook up your power and your water. You come in here, you'll put a dose of chemical in the bowl, step on the pedal and hold it down until at least a gallon of water goes into the black tank below along with the chemical. Then you can use it. If you don't do that, you can get, first of all, it can get clogged up. Second of all, the smell will be terrible. So you always want to have chemical and water before you start using it, okay? That's important. And then let's see here. The bed pulls up and there's storage underneath. You saw how you could access it from the outside also. TV hookups here. This is a signal booster for the digital antenna. You can shut it off, but you want it on or you won't get a good picture. This is just telling us this is pre-wired for basically a Wi-Fi signal booster, which would consist of a router in here and an antenna on the roof. If you're interested in having better Wi-Fi, you can go to kingconnect.com and look at their products for pre-wired trailers, just if you're interested, okay? And that's basically it in here. You have an emergency escape window, which goes like this. You push it all the way through. Then you would grab hold of the red tab, pull the screen out, and you can escape that way. Okay. And there's also a vent up there with a fan on it, which is nice. You can pull some of that heat out. Okay, without running the air conditioner on some of those days where it's not quite hot enough. Okay, so you always travel with this closed. You don't want to break it. Alrighty. Let me look around here. There's your other TV hook up there. These are very stiff. They got really powerful magnets on it. Usually, or not magnets, but really powerful latch on it. Usually, you can't. You know, they tend to want to pop open. Well, they've got these set up so they're very, very tough to open, which is good. You don't want them opening during transit. So, okay. Let me look around a bit here. Okay, so I want to thank you for purchasing your trailer here at National RV Detroit. Please remember what I said about inspecting the roof. That should be part of your regular maintenance. It's important. Also, right now we're winterized. So when you pick up the trailer, it will have antifreeze in it. The water heater will be empty and bypassed. So it'll be in winterized mode, okay? Never run the water heater without water in it. Like I showed you, I don't know if I showed you or not, I think I did. That's the switch for the water pump right there. You use that to pump out of the fresh water tank. Also, you use that to winterize the trailer. Of course, there's your gas to light the gas on your water heater. I don't know if I told you that or not. I probably did. So, okay, thank you very much.